It's the best, most sophisticated and reliable way we can recreate a natural nipple.
It's real life, and it's changing. It's changed your life, huh, Kathy? You look in the mirror and you feel whole again.
Absolutely. Yeah. Happy and whole.
When we first met, it was at a breast cancer fundraiser, and you came up with tears in your eyes.
When I saw you speaking at the function, I said, well, nobody never talks about what happens if things go wrong with your surgery. What do you do?
That was a clip from the icon, the legend, and WWL Louisiana's own Meg Farris's new streaming show, Message Meg. And look at that right here. You can watch it anytime on our WWL Plus streaming app. And look, Meg,
the check's in the mail, thank you.
The check's in the mail, hilarious.
You read the script I wrote.
I'm screaming, exactly. And you know I love you. And first of all, congratulations on this show, because you're talking about everything health, hormones, HPV, weight loss injections, and more to come. But first, I want to start with the title. I love how you call it Message Meg, of course, the alliteration of it all.
Yes.
But tell me how you're allowing people to really get involved on what you talk about.
So here's how the idea came up. I would do a story on the newscast about breast cancer, a new treatment that could help someone. And I'd get an email from someone in Chicago saying, help me. I did something on hair falling out from a type of shampoo many years ago. I got an email from a woman in Australia who said, I have gone to every doctor and no one has talked about this, help me. And I thought, it's people who message and ask for help, and I love to go find the expert and hook them up with the expert to help them.
And that's what I think is so
happier.
great. I know, because you are so good at your health reporting.
Thank
You've
you.
been known for it for decades, okay? But
Literally.
I love how the Message Meg is more of like a forum, a panel, meeting the experts, meeting the people who message you. Why did you choose that approach, and how does that help the person who's messaged you?
Well, okay, first of all, it only took me 44 years to become an overnight success. I've been wanting to do this. Ask any producer in the newsroom. I'm always going over or begging to go over my allotted time that I'm given for a story. Because, Malik, I'll go out and interview an expert, a doctor, a patient, and the patient has these compelling stories, and the doctor gives me 30 minutes of information, and I have to narrow it down to 2 minutes.
Yes.
And I don't want to. I want to share with the viewer everything, right? Well, you can't do that. So I've always wanted to do a long-form show where we could just talk and give everybody more information on all these topics that are life-changing. Really, you talked about the weight loss show. That is life-changing. And I'm not only talking about the social part of fitting into clothes. I'm talking about the health part. We know that obesity causes about 1/3 of the different types of cancers. We know that it can cause early death. And I so badly want to help people find the right information so they can be empowered.
It's so powerful. And speaking of that weight loss injection, we actually have a clip from that episode. I watched it. Take a look, everyone.
I understand with this drug you feel more like, I don't have to eat it. I'm fine if I don't eat it. Whereas without it, you feel like it's a fight in your brain to not eat it. Does that adequately describe?
I think so.
Yeah. I would say I noticed it most in carnival season at work, because everybody brings in king cakes, and there would just be king cake after king cake coming into work, and suddenly I noticed that I didn't have to try a piece. I didn't even want to try a piece, especially judging the quality of the king cake. Then I was like, no, it's not worth it, and you didn't feel that urge to always be eating.
And that's what I love so much about this show. Real people, real experts coming together, and we all get to watch that conversation happen. And what I like as well about the show, it's for young, it's for older. I learned a lot about this thing called andropause. It affects men. I'm scared. Meg Farris, that's what I like to call her.
You are so far away from andropause. Okay, that is, as men get older, they don't make as much testosterone. Women go through menopause. It's more of a direct hit. We kind of trickle down on our hormones, and then around early 50s, ovaries stop making them. But men lose their testosterone, and it has tremendous effects on all parts of your health, your sexual health, your heart health, your brain health. So we, of course, I can't leave out men. I grew up with 5 brothers. I gotta talk about men as well as women's health, absolutely.
And that's what I love about it. You are really educating us, but I also appreciate that you're taking the real popular topics, right? Weight loss injections, HPV. We've all heard about HPV,
Huge.
but you're really talking about it in a new way. When you heard that conversation about HPV, when you had that conversation about HPV, what's something that you learned that you did not know? Because of course you reported on it before.
Unbelievable. No, this is brand new. So HPV is something that most adults have. Half of the people who have it are teenagers.
Right.
It's what Farrah Fawcett died of only 62. It is a silent sexually transmitted virus. You don't have any symptoms until all of a sudden you do, and you're near death, okay? And it's a cause of uterine cancer, cervical cancer, okay? So there's no way, your body a lot of times naturally clears it, but a lot of times it doesn't. So I saw this study that a mushroom supplement, shiitake mushroom supplement, was clearing it in 50% of the people.
Like the shiitake mushrooms I put on top of my steak, Meg Farris.
Yes, but it's a supplement that has a certain amount
I'm about to say
in
I'm
it.
cured.
Okay. So here's the thing. I found the world's premier mushroom researcher in California, and we had him on the show. And you see the difference that can make? This Farrah Fawcett died from something she didn't
Which I
realize
did not
she
know
had.
that.
And so when you educate people about this, me too, it can be life-changing. It can be
It's so true.
life-saving.
Come on, Meg
Look,
Farris.
my father was an OBGYN.
Yes, he was.
He said the most babies he delivered in a 24-hour shift was 22.
Wow.
When it was the baby boom, the post-war World War II baby boom, and he was at Charity doing his residency. But I used to answer the phone all the time, and patients would say things to me, even as a little girl. And I saw how my father, when I get choked up, changed women's lives, saved their lives.
And listen, everybody, I am so excited because guess what? I'm going to be on an upcoming episode of Message Meg. Oh, it's a good one too. Y'all have got to tune in. Meg,
It's
congratulations
about
on
dating
everything.
and young singles and what you look for.
Yes, it
Can
is,
you-
child. It's going to be good. Y'all have got to check it out when it comes out. But listen, what I love so much about our WWL Plus streaming app, it's on all the time.
That's
and you
correct.
can check out all of Message Meg episodes right now. Download WWL Plus. And guess what? If you would like Meg to talk about a topic, message megshow@gmail.com. Email her, and guess what? You might have your topic talked about on her show. All
And
right,
they can
stick with us,
watch
everyone.
anytime.
Anytime, baby. Now, look, we got to take a break, okay? We'll be right back with more Great Day Louisiana. Meg Farris, everyone! Watch the show!